Life is a time pass.
इसकी दो
क्या
चैंट
फर्क पड़ता है कोई दिक्कत नहीं पता नहीं जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय nothing to do nowhere to go देखो सुनो मत बोलो wherever whenever whatever you are be 100% कर्नाटक किसी को आओ मत कहो किसी को जाओ मत कहो ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना Who asked you live at zero complaint level मौज में रहो be happy
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः What is the purpose of life? This happy mantra mala that I played, it already declares the purpose of life. Life is a time pass. When we take this principle, life is a time pass, then reflect on it. Very simple thing, not difficult. When we are living without becoming anybody, then it is a time pass. But when we become somebody, then it is a time torture. As a man, a person is happy. But as a husband, immediately, man has become husband, samsara begins. So, what is the purpose of life? Just be, don't become anybody. Now, how can it be possible? We have to live in this world. Therefore, if we take this principle, what is the purpose of life? I can tell you in a different way so that you will become tense, frustrated, angry. And I can tell you the real way, what I started with. If you go to Mahatmas, Babajis, they will say, purpose of life, God realization. And therefore, they ask us this question. One lady asked me this question, Swamiji, when will I have the vision of God? I said, imagine I am God. Have you seen me? What next? See, friends, we get carried away all that way. Therefore, these things are so simple. Today I received one WhatsApp from a great person who is living in Alandi. Alandi, you know, a place where Santa Ganeshwar used to live. And he belonged to the Natha Sampradaya.
Someone's at the front door.
So, according to that, You do yoga, you awaken your kundalini, and you control the prakriti fully. Control the prakriti fully, and um, you have got all the siddhis. Then keep it down and look at me. So you have acquired all the siddhis. Now take an example to understand this point. You people go to India and buy various kinds of ornaments or latest design, and after you come here, do you just keep it inside your almirah? No. Wherever there is a function, you want to show. Hey, last time you came, this was not there. No, I recently came from India, I bought it. Such a dumb thing we have, we want to show. Now, if I have got the siddhis, I can read your mind, I can bless you, I can remove your problems. Do you think I'll keep quiet? I will like to show to others. See, friends. And therefore, the purpose of our life is indicated by Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. Atmaiva atmano bandhuhu atmaiva ripuratmana. We are here for our evolution, not for any other purpose. So, when we follow a path wherein we do a lot of yoga and invoke all the prakriti, the 7 chakras are opened, and then you have got all the siddhis. Thereafter, I will keep on showing to others because I want to attract people. See, then I want to have many ashrams, many institutions, and be attentive. When we go to the Mahatmas or the Mandir temples for fulfillment of our desires, we are caught in the samsara. And that path is not possible without 1:1. One guru and one shishya. Taking the same example of Sant Dhaneshwar Maharaj, you all must have heard the names of Matsyendranath Maharaj, the first Nath Sampradaya originator. Then his disciple was Gorakshanath. Then once Gorakshanath was sitting and he was doing the Sanjivani mantra chanting, sitting somewhere near a village below a tree. The kids came and they were making something, playing something, and they could not make that cart driver. So they asked him, "Sir, we can make the cart and everything, but that cart driver we can't make. Can you make it for us out of clay?" Now that Gorakshanath Maharaj said, "Okay." He got the clay and started making. And while it was being done, he was chanting that Sanjivani mantra. And as a result, that doll that he made became enlivened. He is Gahaninath. And Gahaninath initiated Nivruttinath, the elder brother of Naneshwar Maharaj. See? And then this Nivruttinath initiated Sant Naneshwar. If you see all this parampara, all of them have all divine powers. You must have heard it. When a great yogi, Changdev Maharaj, who lived for 1400 years, 700 years before Christ, he was a extremely well-read, respected throughout the country. He had all the siddhis. So, with all those powers, when he heard the name of Naneshwar Maharaj, he came. Do you think he will come as a humble person? No. Riding the tiger, snake in the hand, all the wild animals and devotees with him, all his shishyas with him, he came. And that time, the Naneshwar Maharaj, his brother, sister, they were sitting on a wall in the morning, taking the sun. So when it was heard that he is coming in this way, so now how to receive him? He is 1400 years. Naneshwar Maharaj was 14 years. And he told that wall, let's go and receive him. And the wall walked, moved. See? These things attract our mind tremendously. This is true, it happens. These are all the powers of Siddhi. See? You all must have heard about our great Bhagwan Satya Sai Baba. I got many things from him. See? What next? See? What next? Therefore, wherever desire fulfillment is the criteria, that is not the purpose of life. But average people, what is their understanding? We go to the temple, oh Krishna, 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 let my mother-in-law die. Friends, that is the reason why you see all our gods, they have got a smile on the face. And this is not the Abhaya Hasta. And this is not the Dana. There every god tells, enough, how much will you ask? And this is, if you don't stop, give one. Spiritual life is not fulfillment of desires. Kathopanishad concludes with this thought. Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridishritaha athamartyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashtute. When we live at a zero desire level, your life's purpose is fulfilled. But we have unlimited number of desires. This should happen, that should happen, this should happen, that should happen. See, friends. Therefore, then how to live in this world? This will not be known by everybody. We have to live among them. So how do we live then? Now about this, I'll tell you one or two examples which I have quoted in my many talks. One of my professional hazard is, like you have got your professional hazards, I have got my professional hazard. I have to go to different houses for taking food. There was one lady in Delhi. She um, saw me, and wherever I used to go for food, I used to get very good food, quality, nice varieties. He says, Swamiji, I want to come with you next time. I said, come, I'm going from here to Jaipur, come there. You have no problem? I said, I have no problem, but I have got one condition. Condition, you will have to eat all the foods that I eat. I am not asking you to come for satsang. Satsanga is not for you, it is for me. Whatever I am talking, I am the first listener. If my talks do not change me, do you think they will change others? So you don't have to come for satsang. You like the food, you come for food. She said, okay. And if you want to die eating, go to Rajasthan. In other places, they do dieting. In Rajasthan, they die eating. So, in the morning when we get up, along with tea, there will be something garam garam. Not FFF. You know FFF? Fresh from fridge. And then it is taken out, then it goes to the microwave. And when the pinda dan is ready, it is given to you. Swaha. Fresh food. Then, before going to lecture, again something to eat. After the lecture, breakfast. Then, after the breakfast, I had to go to somebody's house for lunch. This was in my hostess house 3 times before lunch. Then go to somebody's house, food. I am going to their house for the first time. So varieties of things. And every day the same thing, then dinner, evening tea and everything. Third day she got up in the morning, came to my room and Swamiji, I said, don't worry, you don't have to come for the lecture. I told you. No, lecture I will come. I will not come for food. You have to come now. See? So she asked me, Swamiji, how can you manage? I said, I have got siddhis. See, friends, it is so important. So once like this, when I went to somebody's house, the food was yet to be ready to be served. So that Amma told Swamiji, excuse me, it will take 15 minutes. You'll have to wait. I said, no problem. Without eating, I will not go. That's the purpose of my coming. So when I wanted to just sit and relax or see some newspaper, they had a son, Rakshas. You may call your children as son, but they are Rakshasas. And then he said, Swamiji, no newspaper. I said, okay. I have to take food. How can I say anything? I have no delusion that people listen to me. I have to listen to everybody. So he took out carom board, you know, that useless game. And he was very expert and I had never played that dumb game. So when he started playing, he can take one after another. Then I said, okay, what do you think? I'll teach you. Then I use Indian Jugaad technology. Do you know that Jugaad technology? So when my turn came, I asked him, I say, whose picture is that? He looked that side. This I learned from Indian politicians. The Guru is in your ability to learn from everything. That is Guru. Don't take the picture of the Guru, hang him on the wall, crucify him. No. We have to learn from every experience. So what I learned from our politicians, theft is not a crime unless caught. So after 2, 3 times, I was caught. Then he started crying, Mummy, Swamiji is a cheat. I said, you have understood late. Anyway, now I will not do it. Now I will not do it, okay? Again we start. Then again we started. And meanwhile, the food was ready. So his mummy says, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, come on, yeah, let's go and eat now. I'm hungry. He said, no, no. Now we have to complete the game. I want to win and show you. Be attentive. He was having an issue of victory and defeat. For me, life is a time pass. Till the food is ready, somehow we have to pass time, is it not? Till we die, we have to pass time. And when you pass time, like in this example, there is no concern for victory or defeat. And when you live with this attitude, you will never, never be miserable. See? One boy asked me this question somewhere on some airport. He says, Swamiji, I am seeing you for so many years. You move around the world, but the people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? I said, never feel bad about it. On the contrary, I don't want them to change. What is the reason? What is the prayer of a doctor? Sarve bhavantu rogina. Doctors don't like healthy people. Aya healthy kahi ka hat. They like unhealthy people. Unhealthy, welcome, welcome. Because they touch the purse, not the pulse. Pulse is seen by the homeopathic doctors. Allopathic doctors see the purse. You have insurance? They come. Hey friends. So I said, do you know, like the doctor like the unhealthy people, then they can survive. Exactly the same way. We like ignorant people, then we can survive. If you all become wise, where will I go? So don't change. Continue to be as you are and invite me again and again. Mera time pass ho gaya. See, my friends, life is like a cup of tea. It depends how you make it. Boil it and make it bitter and suffer. Don't do decoction sufficient enough, you are only drinking hot water. It is in your hand. And this all can be done if we take one simple step in our life. We have to learn from every single experience of our life. When we learn from our experiences of life, we grow wise. And if we don't learn, we grow old and otherwise. And what are the symptoms of the old and otherwise people? They have complained about everything in this world. If there is nobody, God is omnipresent. Why did you create this world? Just to trouble you, nothing other. Therefore, one of our mantra is living at zero complaint level. See, friends. Therefore, the purpose of our life is we have nothing to achieve, nothing to lose. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. See how simple it is. What can we lose? Suppose I say, I have renounced this house. The host will say, excuse me, when this was your house? Oh, it was not mine. Okay, I'm sorry. In the same manner, I have given up my body. I want to commit suicide. You have no right on somebody else's property. This body with which we are moving in this world, with the arrogance. It is not created by us, somebody else's creation. But we have entered. It's called as the property jihad in California, in Las Vegas, in South Africa. I go to all these places. I was in LA, um, Hollywood area. There is Vedanta Society. So when my talk was over, I had to go and take food somewhere. So when we were going, there is a compound. So the Swamiji was taking me. Swamiji, come quickly. I said, what is the hurry? You come, I'll tell you later. He just pulled me inside the compound, closed the door, the gate. Again, we rushed to the room and closed it and again locked it. I said, what happened, man? He says, Swamiji, you don't know. Here, these backpackers, homeless people are in great number. They can just get in and you can do nothing to them. Prosperity. Friends. Why? I want this, I want that, I want this. There is no end. Therefore, learn what? When do we live at zero desire level? Find out. When we have no desires, when we are in deep sleep, we have no desires. Why there are no desires? For two reasons. There is no sense of limitations. And second, there is no sense of otherness. See, friends, when I help somebody, I saw he was such a poor person, he didn't have anything. Therefore, I thought, I have got many things leftovers. My old clothes I can give him, he will be benefited. See what is happening. We are maintaining this illusion. And this illusion ends when we are snoring away in deep sleep. Again, find out who is miserable. At the root of every thought, there is Mr. Somebody sitting, and that somebody is miserable. And therefore, that miserable entity gets tired and he drops that. How? He goes to sleep. And be attentive. All of us are worried if we don't get the sleep. Now, what do we get in the sleep? Why we want the sleep? In the sleep, we don't get anything. Upanishad says, Tatra mata amata bhavati. In deep sleep, mother is not the mother, father is not the father, husband is not the husband. So, he is nobody. Nobody has no property, nobody has no worries, nobody has no friends, nobody has no enemies, nobody has no relations, nobody has no property, nobody has all happiness. Think. What is the purpose of life? Don't seek happiness in life. Then express happiness in life. This mic, what is the purpose of this mic? Mic has no purpose. It can be switch off and put there. He won't complain. Or if the mic is in the hand of a person who is giving a discourse, mic doesn't become holy. If the mic is used by a person giving a disco, it doesn't become unholy. Mic has no purpose. Who has the purpose? The one who holds the mic. See, friends, our life has no purpose. How important it is to understand, my friends. Don't get lost into that God realization. That nothing. It is a catch. Once I was in a mm, management group, about 300 youngsters, most of them from Mahindra and Mahindra company in Pune. So after my management bluffs were over, management is a myth. Management is a bluff, is the truth. So I finished my talk on management. Then one youngster, he got up and he asked me, Swamiji, this is not the topic on what you talk, but because you are a Swami, may I ask you some question, spiritual question? I said, okay, ask. What is the purpose of life? Topic, what is the purpose of life? I said, okay, I'll talk to you in the language that you understand. Khagahi jane khagaki bhasha. So, what is your educational background? If you are a musician, I will talk in the language of music, etc. He says, Swamiji, I am an engineer. Very good. What kind of engineer? Cement and bricks? Meaning civil engineering? He said, no. Then, are you a softie? Software engineer? No. Then, are you a screwdriver? Mechanical engineer? Yes, I'm a mechanic. Very good. I said, now I'll tell you, reply to your question, what is the purpose of life? Then I told him, I said, look here, once I wanted to tighten somebody's screw. Somebody means some instrument. So there was a box, and in the box there were 3 screwdrivers. So I took the first screwdriver and wanted to fit the head of the screwdriver in the niche of the screw and move it. So I can tighten or maneuver. But it was having an oblique head. So the moment you put it slips. I can't use it, put it down. I took the second screwdriver. The head was perfect, fitted nicely. I said, very good. And I wanted to move. Only the handle was moving. Yeah, come on, this is too much. Left that also. Then I took the third screwdriver, put the head in the niche and moved, and it is perfectly working. Now, out of these 3, which screwdriver I will select? The third one. See? Now, what was the greatness in the third screwdriver? It was a fit instrument. We have no purpose. We are like screwdriver. Purpose he has. And what is his purpose? Anandadeva kalvimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti. God did not create this world out of misery. He created this world out of happiness. So the purpose of his creation, that this becomes an instrument through which happiness can be expressed. See? Happiness is the expansion. Miseries are contraction. When you people get married, you prepare a big list to invite. So many people are to be invited. Then the marriage is over. Then after a few months, we come to realize, I think, not made for each other, only mad at each other. Therefore, we decide we are not going to continue. Okay, we separate. So when the separation comes, do you take the same list? We are hereby happy to invite you all on the occasion of our divorce. Friends, purpose of life is we are an instrument through which happiness comes out. That is the purpose of happiness. Don't justify you are miserable. But this is what people do. One lady was scolding me because when I talk on happiness. She became so angry all the time, telling, be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show, be happy. Arre, is marriage a license to be miserable or what? Then you tathastu, continue. You know why this happens? Because whatever we do in our life or we don't do in our life is only two things: pravrutti, involvement, nivrutti, withdrawal. No third thing. So whatever we do in life, for what we do. So for example, you all got married. Now who gets married to become miserable? Hey, I want to get married, to become miserable. No. Further statement, I have no authority to say. See, friends, therefore, what is the purpose of life? We must be such a fit instrument through which only happiness can express. That is the purpose of life. Otherwise, all the time, you must have seen some people, they all the time the face is, क्या हो गया? ऐसा ही है, मैन्युफैक्चरर्स डिफेक्ट. अरे राम राम राम. It is human beings only who can smile and laugh. Other than the Disneyland movies, have you seen a buffalo coming and a he buffalo coming, looking at each other and smiling? Have you seen any time human beings and animals are the same? No. It is the human beings alone. And that happiness doesn't mean laugh like a mad in a what is that? Laughing club. There are great crazy people laughing club. I have seen this in some place where I was staying. Opposite there was a garden. So I used to go for a walk in the morning. And about a dozen old people came. They must not have laughed in their whole life. So the youngster came to teach them how to laugh. Can you imagine? To teach how to laugh. There are people, even if you take a screwdriver and put in their armpit, they will not laugh. They have taken a vow not to laugh. So such frustrated people, they were there and the youngster was teaching them how to laugh. Can you imagine, can there be more pathetic life than this thing? You have to be taught how to laugh. And then he will clap 3 times. And then he said, I'll clap 3 times and then I will say, ha, ha, ha. You also say, okay, after me. So he did professional, ha, ha, ha. And all the old is, oh, oh, oh. This is not laughing, this is complaining. Laugh loudly from your umbilicus, navi. Then they all got inspired. And then again, ha, ha, ha. And in that Josh, the ha, 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 dentures came out. Oldie, my friends, this is not happiness. Happiness, smiling means living at zero complaint level. We have complained about everything. This is the purpose of life. We are an instrument through which he can express, and his expression is only happiness, nothing else. Can the electricity express as darkness through the bulb? Only the bulb is fused. God wants to express his happiness through us, and therefore he created us. Stones and bricks, no happiness, no misery. Plants, there is no expression of happiness. Animals, no expression of happiness. Human beings alone have this freedom. If we are human beings, we must express happiness in our life. Now, the next stop. But these plants and animals, they are not like us. What is the difference between us and animals? We have relations. Animals don't have relations. Mother, father, sister, husband, wife, no. When the pups grow, after some time, they have no difference between sister or the mother or no, nothing there. They can live like animals only. But we are not animals, we are human beings. Then how do we live? How do we express happiness? This is the principle we have to learn very deeply. Therefore, I told you, our life is pravritti and nivritti, getting involved or withdrawal. So, where we should get involved, whenever, whatever we are supposed to be, there, then that you should be. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be happy. Where are we? In satsang. When are we? During satsang. What should be we? Satsangi. But instead of that, our mind runs here and there. So many people have come. I hope the vegetable will be enough or not. But anyway, I got in the deep freeze. I'll bring it out and make it out and give them somehow or the other. Here ब्रह्म ज्ञान हो रहा है, वहाँ सब्जी को तड़का लग रहा है. Friends, highest spiritual practice and the purpose of our life is only this much. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. And whenever we are 100%, we are happy. When we are fractional, we are not happy. See? Try to be happy yesterday, not possible. We have to live today only. Try to be happy tomorrow, you are postponing happiness. And this is what most of us do. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna, he tells something different. But the interpretation is given such a terrible way that we get lost in the wrong understanding. See? One youngster in India asked me this question. Our country is not progressing because of Bhagavad Gita. I said, wow, you're a great person. Then he said, you people only tell that you have right only to do karma. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. That means what? That means do your job and don't take salary. I said, Dumbo, this is not the meaning. Meaning is deeper. Now be attentive. I am giving you the purpose of your life. We have no choice to live yesterday or tomorrow. First, all actions, everything is done now. Now, when I am doing anything now, and if I imagine that after my job is done, then I will get that thing and then I will become happy. So, what I am doing unknowingly, I am postponing my happiness in the future period of time. So, those who postpone their own happiness in the future period of time, even God cannot make them happy. About your kids, I tell you, some places they ask us this question. Swamiji, you don't have children, you will not know what is the difficulty, but how to bring up the children? I said, I'll tell you mathematics, but I don't like questions and arguments. If you like, you take it. If you don't like, who cares? From the age birth up to 5 or 6, love, cuddle, hug, kiss, everything you do, so that the bond between the parents and the child is established. From 7 to 13, discipline the children. And from 13 to 19, inspire them. Goal, achievements, perfection. And after your shoes disappear from the rack because your son has put on the shoes and gone away, that time onwards, he is your friend. He has got his own life. Don't meddle in the life of your children unnecessarily. See, friends. So that is the part we have played. So wherever, whatever we are, we have done that job. And in that job fulfillment, everything is over. But what happens in the old age? They will come and help me. So you are having expectations. Wherever there are expectations, there are frustrations. This is what Bhagavan Krishna says. You have your obligations towards all those who are around you. When we fulfill our obligations, we are not obliging anybody. Like I come and talk to you here. I am not obliging any one of you. It is my need. If you are not there, will I talk to the walls or what? And when you have this attitude that it is my need, then whatever I do in life, we can never be arrogant, never expect anything. See, friends. And when expectation zero, arrogance gone, that experience is called as bliss. See? This simple example, I am talking to you. It is an action. Speech is an action. So, if I am happy now while talking to you, my life is fulfilled. But if I imagine after my talk is over, then you will appreciate, and after you appreciate, then I will be happy. So, what I am doing knowingly, unknowingly, postponing my happiness and keeping it in your pocket. You will never say that. Then I will have frustration. I don't know what kind of people, they don't understand anything. I don't be frustrated in life. But if I am delivering happily, whether you understand or don't understand, who cares? Mera time pass ho gaya. Friends, we are here only with this attitude of life is a time pass. Don't take it too seriously. See? You won't know what kind of people send us messages. One mother, she sent me. She comes for my satsang regularly, and she sent a message. Swamiji, you know, my son, he is in America and he was going very well with a girl, but I don't know what fight happened between them. Now he doesn't want to get married to her. Swamiji, now what will happen to that girl? Why he is doing like that? I said, Mama, don't worry. I am going to America. I'll get married to her. Now, a boy who goes well with some girl for 5 years, he doesn't want, and that old lady, the mother, worried about that. Who can help her? My friends, draw a line in your life. Thus far, not further. Don't get involved. We are here only for one purpose. We are an instrument through which he can express fully. And a complete expression of the divinity is living at zero complaint level. Bhagavan Krishna was abused by Shishupal. How many times? Hundreds of times. He didn't complain. See, friends. And all these things, if you want to summarize and understand, this is the simple technique. देखो, सुनो, मत बोलो. See, here, no comments. We are Indians. We have to comment. Give it a try. You don't have to practice anything thereafter. But again, I should not say, but our neighbor's daughter-in-law is far better than our daughter-in-law. Are Maharani, when you know you should not talk, why don't you keep your mouth shut? Give it a try. I tell you, 100% problems of your life will be dissolved. And the problems created by the speech, they create such a deep wound, it can never be healed. About this, I tell you, one Punjabi family in Delhi. That lady used to come for satsang. Elderly, must be around 60 or so. And she says, Swamiji, I have got one issue. Can you please help me? I said, I don't know what issue I have got. She said, you know, you see, I am very beautiful. I said, yes, but even then I will not marry you. I am like your child. No, 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 not that way. Then my son is also very handsome. I said, then what do I do? You know, he got married to a girl who is so average, not even a jadu pocha wali. So when he was going along with her, I told him, you get married to anybody, at least she should match to you. You are so handsome, she is so useless. Has no trace of beauty in her. Now this was heard by that girl. After that, the boy got married to that girl. Thereafter, why America has attacked on Hiroshima? Because I am not beautiful naturally. Why there are so many volcanoes erupting in Japan? Because I am not beautiful. Why there is an accident here? Because I am not beautiful. Anything that old lady says, this is the default. And that one statement, she is not beautiful, has killed her old life. What was the reason? Reason was this. देखो सुनो बक बक करते रहो. See friends, what is the purpose of our life? Don't be a problem to yourself. And we are problem to ourselves because we have no control over our tongue. Therefore, two things. One thing, before we talk to others on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? Has anybody asked us? If there is no need, don't talk. There is no need. This is so important, friends. This one organ in our life is the creator of hell and heaven. It is two in one. About eating, it is the tongue. Talking, it is the tongue. So unless I have this, unless I have that, see, when I go to Andhra people's house, I ask them, do you have that achar, gongura? Oh, Swamiji, you know gongura? Yes, I like it. But you know, we don't have. Yeah, what kind of Andhra people you are? No gongura. So I am a slave to my rasana. And speech, jiva, talking. Unwanted involvement in this world. Somebody asked me, Swamiji, in India, elections are going on. What about you? I said, I am not contesting. No, 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 no. You have no interest. I have got interest in the present. I am here. I am absolutely happy. That's all. If you want to know simplest way, the real spiritual life is only this much. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100% plus. Our mantra is Karnataka. Drama karo. When an actor acts on the stage, he is appreciated, he gets benefits, he gets name and fame. But when the same actor reacts in life, he is condemned, is it not? Watch within your own life. Are we acting or reacting? Many a times we react. In acting and reacting, what is the difference? See? What are you doing now? As if listening. So acting. And when you do acting, you will be so perfect, but nothing will touch you. Because you are only acting. See? Such people are called, I call them as professional satsangi. See? In which place, probably North India, Delhi or somewhere, I still remember that thing. I was talking on Mundaka Upanishad, and in a nice temple, and then the people used to come and sit. And people have got their own pillar. They will be sitting near that pillar only. And one day, that one particular lady who was sitting in that near the pillar, some other person came and sat there. Now we are talking about Dhanur Gruhitva Upanishadam Mahatmyam, Upanishadic mantra, and she came and she said, Uto, uto yahan se. Why? That is my pillow, my pillar. So I said, are you Hiranyakashipu or what? Swamiji, I am coming in this temple and listening to satsanga for last 30 years. Everybody knows, even the pillar knows, that is my place. And who is this lady coming and sitting? They are professional satsangi. They are a challenge to the Mahatmas. So many have come and gone. Tusi try maro. Now you try. Hey, friends, in the same manner, Karnataka, everywhere. Don't get involved too much. Now, what is the meaning of an actor? Actor acts, but he doesn't become that. And just do acting. That's it. And when the drama is over, change your costume and over. Do you remember? I had told one story. Those who are professional listeners, they will know. There was an actor. He was always doing the part of Rana Pratap. You know Rana Pratap? One of the great, warriors in our country. So he was always doing the role of Rana Pratap. And he was, that was maybe about more than few thousand shows of that drama. After every drama performance is over, he has to go to the green room. The boy is there. He has to collect the things from the Rana Pratap. Rana Pratap, jute utar, chaddi utar, ye utar, like that. And he will pack it and keep it in the box. And on that box written Rana Pratap. See? Do you know those who have got animals or dogs? If you see the records, how this people write, suppose Vishal is the owner's name, and animal dog, Vishal dog. This is how it is. Therefore, when we are acting as an actor, we are just acting, we don't become that. So, Rana Pratap label and put it. One day it so happened, as usual, the boy said, "Hey, Rana Pratap, come quickly." Rana Pratap got angry. "You are talking like this to Rana Pratap? Give what talk?" And that boy thinking, what happened to him? And he walked out of the theater with that bhala in his hand, talk, 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 in that same mode. So a bus happened to come and stop there. Rana Pratap thought bus stop for him. He got into the bus with that thing. And the conductor, ticket nikal. Rana Pratap ko ticket mangta hai. Tak. The driver saw what is going on. So they talked through the mirror. So he said, don't worry. And the bus started, went in deep forest at night, 1 o'clock, and suddenly the brake applied. Again, Rana Pratap. What happened? So the bus driver said, Chittorgarh. Chittorgarh is the place where Rana Pratap was living. Chittorgarh. And in that dark forest, Rana Pratap got out of the bus. Bus went away. And he is moving in that darkness. That Rana Pratap is you and me. How simple it is. If you are in front of your parents, behave like a child. But what happens? A little bit we are educated here and there, and then we start teaching elders. I'll tell you one thing which you may not appreciate, but who cares? See, when the children start teaching the parents, it is an experience of death for the parents. See, friends, never teach elders. The worst thing, you have to remain as a child, and we have to have an anchor of reverence, which alone can help us lead our life in a dignified manner. See, friends. So we play our role as a child. We have to live only as a child. You may be educated and all that. Then the second thing, we are in front of our children. Today, what is one of the biggest problem in the whole world is we are lacking an ideal to which we can look upon and get inspiration. Bhagavad Gita tells in the 3rd chapter, Yad yad acharati sreshtaha tattadeve taro janaha sa yad pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. Yad yad sreshtaha acharati. Whatever, elders means in your families, parents. Whatever, the parents are demonstrating their lifestyle, that becomes an idea for the children. In one small story I read somewhere, there was a family and they had one old lady or a grandfather, somebody in their house. And these children, they were treating them very badly, that old mother or father. And there was a separate room. You stay there, don't come out. And things were sent, eat there, like that. And her things, everything. And whenever she wants something, there was one bell given. So she will ring the bell, ten, ten, ten. And from there, say, she has nothing to do, all the time calling, send something. One day she died. So after she died, all her things were to be taken and thrown away. So the child was watching. Oh, Dadi Ma is gone. Okay, now all the things. So when everything was collected, that bell They say, hey, I want that, I want what? Now, when you will become old, I will require it to be given to you. See, friends, to be parents is different. To be ideal parents is different. See, like house and home. What is the difference? House is made of walls. Homes are made of hearts. How important it is. Therefore, we must be an ideal before our kids. And that can happen only if we lead our life wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. You must have seen, I don't know here what children play. The brother and sister, both of them small, 5 years, 4, 6 years, like that. So during summer, they can't go out, it is too hot. And holiday school days, so they play in their house. What they play? They play home, home. Sister becomes wife, brother becomes husband. And then he says, are you ready? Let us start our game. Okay. Then the husband, brother comes. There is nothing, space only. So they imagine that this is the house, this is the door. And in that door, they knock. Tuck, 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 tuck. Every day they see. Then the sister, the wife, she opens the door. Because that is how their door was opening. They have to do that. Perfect drama. And thereafter, he throws the shoes because he sees his father doing that, throwing the shoes and asking, first, what is there to eat? So the wife said, the moment you come home, eat my head. Then the husband says, if I eat your head, I will die hungry. You are empty headed. See, friends, whatever, every day is happening in the house, that becomes an ideal for the children. See, this I told recently, somewhere in some family, probably it was in San Jose. In a Gujarati house, I was called for food. It was lunchtime, 12:30. So when I reached, my host told me, Swamiji, I want to request you. Say, what? Please call my son. He's still sleeping. There is nothing like free dinner in this country. I know that. So I went. And that son was 6 plus and 4 plus. Huge structure. On a king bed, sleeping diagonally in Bhujangasana. Date, time, it was 12:30 afternoon. So when I saw that, I didn't have the courage to even look at him. So I came, I said, look here, maybe he is not well. No, Swamiji, he is very lazy and all that. I said, no, what is coming now? So I immediately changed the topic. And then I said, hey, let's take food. What is the cooked and all that? You also, no, I will not take. I said, who cares? I'll take. I have come for food. And then the story started. Swamiji, back home, standard phrase, back home, we used to behave so nicely with our parents. We used to respect them. But here you see, why our children are like that? I said, because we were lucky to have good parents. Understood? We were lucky to have good parents. Our children, poor, they got dumb parents, and therefore they are like this thing. Yad yadacharati sreshtaha. How you talk, how you walk, how you deal, how you address each other. It doesn't go in the air, it goes in their head. See? Suppose you start talking to your wife in a very negative manner. You dumb, you bewakoof. Slowly, slowly, the child will also say the same thing. See? Therefore, whatever role we have to play perfectly well. That is important. So, how we deal with our elders, how we deal with our kids, but the main thing is still pending how to deal with the husband and wife. That is the main issue. See? For this, I have discovered a new technique. When the wife is talking, husband should keep quiet. And when the wife is quiet, husband should not talk. Peace will prevail. Otherwise, everything will end in pieces. You decide now. So, what is the purpose of life? Be happy. See, friends, don't make life so serious that we have forgotten to laugh in our life. And it can happen only if we remember this principle. Just be, don't become. But we have to become, yes, you have to become, but then play the role. Don't get entangled. There was one man, he had some argument and kind of fight with his wife. Went to the office. And after he went, he had a secretary, and he and his secretary, both of them had good rapport. So, as usual, the secretary told, put a application, sir, I have to take my wife for medical checkup, therefore I will come after the lunch break. Now this officer, he called, told, nothing happens to wife. Are yaar, you are a Rashtrapati or what? Because when he left home as an angry husband, he forgot to leave the husband at home. And he brought the husband in the office. So in the office, you are an officer. You are not a husband. This is how we mix up the things. Therefore, we have to be consciously aware of this thing. Where we are, when we are, what we are, that is the message of Bhagavad Gita. See, friends, so simple it is. Where was Arjun? On the battlefield. When? At the time of the war. What he should be? A warrior, or a brother, or a disciple, or a grandson. What a common sense it is. See? A very expert doctor, and the patient is lying, and the clothes are put on him, and then only that part which is to be operated is kept open, a hole is made, and then he comes now, and yes, what is the problem, what is the operation, all questions are asked, and then he said, what is the name of the patient? Sir, he is your son. My son. Doctor disappears and father comes up. Problems begin. Play your role. This is all. Don't take life too seriously. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Don't have that all imaginations. Be 100% wherever you are. And if you are really 100% wherever you are, you will never be miserable in life. How we become miserable? Either we go in the past. You know that Hindi movies? जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, वो गए भाड़ में तुम भी जाओ. Or about the future, अब जी के क्या करेंगे? मरो. People are expecting. Don't disappoint them. See, friends, live 100% in the present. You will be always happy. And that is the purpose of life. And we go away from the present because of our tongue. Either we talk to others referring to the past, or we talk to ourselves referring to the future. The net result is we are not in the present. And this is how we make our own life a miserable experience. See, friends. Therefore, three things try. Then I conclude. Three things. Do not talk about your past and do not ask anybody about their past. Memories should be erased. Select, shift, delete. Future. Stop talking to yourself. Future is not born. We have taken care of past and future, not the present. Present, don't compare anything or anybody with anything or anybody. You have conquered your mind. When the mind is conquered, it is an asset. But when the mind conquers us, it is a liability. Bhagavad Gita says in 6th chapter, see, Bandhura Atma Atmana Tasya, Yena Atma Eva Atmana Ajitam. Our mind is our friend. Our mind is our enemy. Our mind is our friend if it is under our control. Our mind is our enemy when we are controlled by the mind. Therefore, what is the purpose of our life? Keep the mind under control and play the game of life. And when we play any game, there are rules and regulations. Follow those rules and regulations and don't worry about success or failure. Life is a time pass. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.